Hi, my name is Judge. In this video, we're going to take a look at what my top 5 changes / inclusions are for this core set as a player who plays both Legend, Caliber, Standard play, and top leaderboard arena play. Let's take a look. Here we go with number 5. All of the 1/1 value cards going to 1/2. Jeweled Macaw, Swashbuckler, Babbling Book, Psychic Conjurer, all are changed from 1/1s to 1/2s, and I really love this change. You'll see a pattern of just stats being increased from older cards to compete in today's meta. The 1/1 stat line is really passe right now, and giving it extra health, actually letting it potentially bump into something, making the board a little bit more important with these cards, I think is really cool. Number 4, I've got the inclusion of Dr. Boom and Ragnaros. So I really love that Blizzard decided to bring back some cards that are super old that we really loved a long time ago and bring us back that feeling of slamming a Dr. 7 or a Dr. 8. Now, in Constructed, these are going to be a lot slower than we're used to, but that doesn't mean you can't discover it or evolve into them at opportune times. And in Arena, they're still going to be very good and very nostalgic and fun to drop, but we get these icons coming back in, which I think is fantastic for both modes. Number 3 for my top changes in the core set is Fan of Knives to 2 mana, and I think there's an enormous change because Rogue just still, after all these years, really doesn't have access to a lot of AoE. Yeah, they have access to a lot of card draw, but the AoE combined to card draw was always such an absurd strength for Rogue, and it kind of just went away because 3 mana became way too expensive to play that for Rogue. You know, another instance of Blizzard just bringing back that classic feel of these classic cards. Before we get into number 2, hey, if you haven't hit that subscribe button or that thumbs up button, boy, that sure would be swell. It goes a long way for me, and you get to see when my future videos and opinions, which hopefully aren't terrible, come out, so appreciate you doing that. Number 2, we've got Ancestral Knowledge changes from Overload 2 to Overload 1, and this is a huge deal. This card goes from unplayable to will probably be a staple. It's cheap to play up front, but the 2 mana Overload was just, it was okay at the time. It's just absurd now, and just having that and making it 1 is going to make this card actually like just fantastic card draw in your Overload Shaman decks. Going to be a much more viable arena pick as well. Really big fan. A lot of people were calling from this one. Glad they went ahead and did this. Huge boon to Overload Shaman. And my number 1 thing that I'm very happy with this core set, I will get in after mentioning a few of my honorable mentions that I could not bring into the top 5, and that would be Consec to 3. Druid of the Claw gets some awesome changes that you ought to check out. True Silver Champion goes to 3 health instead of 2 being healed. Hex to 3 mana instead of 4, another one that's been called for a long time. And all of the cards coming in for Warlock, including Big Demons and Defile. But my number 1 inclusion with this core set that I'm very happy with is Priests Dark Bishop Benedictus. I love Dark Bishop Benedictus. It's a deck building challenge that gives you a huge benefit. It's fun to go for an arena, and most importantly, it really diversifies the type of priest decks you see in any given meta. So we see some issues with certain classes, like Shaman with Evolved Shaman, that there's only 1 archetype of any class. With Dark Bishop Benedictus, we get a lot of variety of priests coming in. So if you hate those non-stop control priests and you like to go face, you can actually play priest to get your Benedictus going. Love this inclusion, really diversifies the mode. Makes me very happy. So that's my top 5. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, or what changes you are very excited for. If you're interested in seeing all the core set changes, what was taken away and what was introduced, including all the buffs and nerfs, I've got links to those in the description below, so check that out. Once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe and thumbs up button, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
My name is Judge.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is
That's a silly name.
Judge.
Okay, that's enough.